there. Elvir Muriqi has been with Atlas for the past 4 years. This 23-year-old, originally from Kosovo, where both his father and sister served in the Army during the war. Muriqi now 23-1. His lone loss a DQ to Danny Sheehan, but he would avenge that 4 months later. Sam Ahmad is now 35 years old. He has told those in the fight game for years, don't call me Sammy Still. That's what he went by when he turned pro at the ripe age of 29. He's now 16-2-3 with 7 knockouts. Because of management troubles, this tough Philly fighter hasn't fought since last November. Scheduled for 10 rounds, Jim Santa, your referee.
Good clean fight. Touch gloves.
Well, Scott Ledoux, you heard what Teddy Atlas said. He says, we're going to find out if tonight is graduation night for my young light heavyweight.
Well, he's going against a veteran who's a real tough customer, and this is the time to find out how much you've learned in the last few years.
Ahmad comes out right off the gate with that left hand.
And he's going to come out and fight you all night long. That's the one thing about Sammy Ahmad. He is not a cheap dance. He comes to fight.
Let's go.
It'll just be a matter whether or not Muriqi can stay poised, confident, and get the fight going his way.
First round knockouts, Muriqi 8 to his credit during his young career. As you hear the chant here at New Rock City already going up, Muriqi. And he goes down in the first round against the veteran Sam Ahmad.
Got hit with a right hand behind the ear there. Now he's got to tie this guy up. Clear his head. It's way early in the fight for him to worry about. He's got to tie him up, not worry about being knocked down.
Scott, this goes total opposite of what Sam Ahmad told us yesterday when he said, you know, I'm just going to come forward and see how he reacts. I'll make some adjustments in the middle of this fight. Well, seeing how he reacts, that ended up being on the canvas is how Muriqi reacted to Ahmad coming forward early. And right back at him comes Elvir Muriqi. 2 knockdowns scored. 1 for each fighter. We're halfway through the first round.
I'll tell you what, neither one of these guys are interested in ducking tonight.
Unbelievable first round, and a big right hand forced Muriqi. Our 3rd knockdown of this first round. Muriqi is really loose on those legs. He is in serious trouble. Jim Santa's going to let him go still a minute to go in this first round. This is an unbelievable display of action in this first round.
I hope Muriqi can hang on, because I'll tell you what, he's in trouble right here. He is definitely hurt.
50 seconds to go now. Muriqi trying to hang on. He's gone down twice, and he's also scored a knockdown. But that last right hand from Sam Ahmad really punished him.
The one thing Sam's doing wrong is not giving himself room to punch. He could take Muriqi out of there right now. Good shot. Muriqi's legs are still not under him. And Sam's trying to load up with that right hand. Muriqi's still not. Got to get in there and tie up. The only hope he's got to get through this round.
First round. Elvir Muriqi survives. He was clearly hurt by that second knockdown from the right hand of Sam Ahmad. Here's Teddy Atlas in the corner.
Bring the bucket up with ice in the water now. Now listen to me. You got caught the first time because you were going straight back. Yeah, but you got to see. You got to open your eyes. I'm good. Yeah. Wet that sponge and give it to me. In the water, in ice water.
Scott, let's look at the action of all 3 knockdowns in that first round. We will start with Sam Ahmad's opening right hand.
Little overhand right. Muriqi had his left hand down low and got tagged. But then right away he comes back with an uppercut, him on down.
What a beautiful combination, but then that right hand. Wow.
I'll tell you what, he dropped his hands, and Ahmad came right over the top and overhand right. And Muriqi, I'll tell you what, it's only a testament to his conditioning that he got back up. Muriqi's got to get that jab going and get out of trouble here.
Scott, in the early action here in round number 2, do you see anything in the legs of Elvir Muriqi that would hint to you?
He's all right now so far. He's moving all right, pretty steady, but he's got to get that jab going. Do a little feinting, buy some time till he gets those legs real strong.
There's a right hand again by Sam Ahmad that floors Muriqi. The third time he has gone down in this fight.
Step to me.
Okay. By the way, folks, we are using the New York rules. There is a 3 knockdown rule. There is no standing 8, but there is a 3 knockdown rule.
He just walked into another right hand but took it. He's got to get that jab going, duck a little bit.
We are 4 minutes into this fight. There have been 4 knockdowns. Muriqi has gone down 3 times, and he is hurt again here with a lot of time on the clock here on round number 2.
But the one thing about Muriqi, he's rarely to pretty a punch. Ahmad can't be careless. Sammy Ahmad's got a little hop in his step right now. He thinks he's on the way to a win.
Don't forget that Sam Ahmad was a solid light heavyweight before he ran into slugger Julian Letterlow. He said that loss put him into a downward spiral his next 2 fights. Now he feels he's back mentally. And Muriqi goes down again from a counterpunch.
It's the same thing. He's throwing a right hand, getting hit with a right hand.
If he goes down again in this last 1 minute and 15 seconds, this fight is over.
Keeps trying to throw that overhand right. He's got to get the jab and move a little bit. Buy some time. Get your legs back. Go!
And Muriqi now shakes up Ahmad.
He hurt him bad. He's still hurt.
What an amazing story being told here in these first 2 rounds. Teddy Atlas said tonight's graduation night. Instead, his young charge was drafted into a war.
Going back to the jab, that's what you got to do, the basics. That's what's going to win the fight for you. Muriqi's got to get that jab going and stay behind it. That blocks right hands, that left jab. He hurt him again. He hurt him there with an uppercut.
And now it's Muriqi who has Ahmad up against the ropes.
Ahmad is hurt. Ahmad is hurt right now.
Ahmad goes down. They're saying it's a push. Jim Santos says it's a push. That is the end of an absolutely wild second round here from New Rochelle. This week's Tuesday night fights, where we have been watching a war through the first 2 rounds. Second round action, Ahmad and Muriqi. There's that big right, Scott.
I'll tell you what, Muriqi throws a right hand and then he leaves himself wide open to get hit with the one.
But Muriqi comes back with a lead right and gets caught again. Here's Muriqi's damage done in that second round.
He hurt Sammy right there. Look at his legs wobbling. He hurt him right there. He could come on. These 2 guys are pitching and catching. Muriqi wants to go. He's hungry.
This is scheduled for 10. It's only the 3rd round.
These 2 guys are trading shots right now.
In that second round, it was Muriqi who landed 15 power shots to Ahmad's 7.
Muriqi, I'll tell you what, he's got to come out there and get on that jab and then stay behind it and fire the right hand. Ahmad's legs still don't seem to be that good right now. Sammy Ahmad just doesn't look real solid on his feet right now. Muriqi's eyes seem very clear right now. Doing a nice job following that jab in, staying right there. That's what he's got to do. Come in behind that jab.
Look at this. What is this?
Don't let give Sammy Ahmad a chance to throw that counter right hand. Come in behind that jab.
Sam Ahmad, I thought was going to do a suplex there on Elvir Muriqi before Jim Santos stepped in. Mario Diaz is standing by ringside. Mario.
Hey guys, real quick, keep in mind with all the knockdowns we've seen thus far, Muriqi's probably down about 4 rounds, considering that he's touched the canvas here in this fight so far 4 times.
Scoring edge would go to Sam Ahmad. However, in that second round, even though the knockdown was scored by Ahmad, it was Muriqi who did a lot of damage in the end and outpunched him 25-15. Muriqi go to work now with those uppercuts.
Don't get careless. Sammy Ahmad can punch.
Let go.
Muriqi coming with a right hand right behind the ear.
It puts him down. Elvir Muriqi in the 3rd round has come back and floored Sam Ahmad.
He's going to let him out.
Here he comes, the Kosovo Kid. Another big right hand.
That's a knockdown.
That is an absolutely knockdown against Sam Ahmad.
Not going to counter a knockdown. I can't believe it. That was a right hand.
Jim Santos not counting on his knockdown. That was a right hand. There's another one. Let's see if he can hang on. 17 seconds to go in the 3rd round. Ahmad looking to escape. You cannot be saved by the bell under the New York rules. That is it.
Stopped. Good job.
Teddy Atlas with a big hug. He steadied the ship. Sam Ahmad probably can't believe it. He scored 3 knockdowns. What a 3 rounds between Muriqi and Sam Ahmad. Score the knockout win for Elvir Kosovo Kid Muriqi.
I'll tell you, Muriqi just keeps firing shots. There's a knockdown. I'll tell you what, right behind the right ear, he nailed him with a right hand. Very nice right hand, no doubt about it.
And there's another right hand. This was to close out the 3rd round. This was an impressive display of combination punching, Scott.
I'll tell you what, Muriqi shows a great conditioning. I'll tell you, he's in great shape. Coming back from 2-3 knockdowns and takes this guy out of there and finishes the fight.
Elvir Muriqi closed the show, landing 32 of 44 power shots. Let's head up to Mario Diaz. Mario?
Well, as Elvir prays down on the canvas, let me talk to Teddy. You saw what happened inside the ring. He made the adjustments you needed. You're speechless.
Hey, look, I love ESPN, but I didn't want to give him this good a fight. Are you crazy? We don't get paid enough to give him this good a fight. Listen, he went out there, his first big moment. He made a lot of big mistakes. He pulled straight back. He threw punches. He dropped his hands. He stood there, and he did stupid things, and he almost paid the ultimate price for it. But having said that, he showed the heart of a lifetime coming back and doing what he did.
Elvir, did you feel that the referee was going to stop the fight at one point?
No, because I was responsive anyway. I was like, technically, I'm sorry that I got dropped. Because a lot of time he caught me, the punch I didn't even see. Because I know I have a great chin, but he caught me with the punch that I didn't even see.
What did this fight teach you?
Yes, this ask Teddy about this fight. Teddy will tell you everything.
Listen, he has the character that you always wonder of a fighter. Forget skills. You'll wonder if a fighter has character. Well, we found that out tonight. Now he has to make sure that he improves in the other areas, that he's not careless technically, which he was early on. But he also adjusted and listened in the corner and made some adjustments after he was hurt, which is very important too.
Tremendous fight and tremendous talent displayed after the knockdowns. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks, Mario. And Teddy Atlas, who of course we all work with, was speechless after this fight. Scott, you get paid to not be speechless. What do you have to say about it?
Teddy made a good point there. The guy showed character. Anybody can win out in front, but it takes a good fighter to get up off the deck and win. And that's really what he did tonight. He got up off the deck and he won. And he wasn't down just once.
There he is, Elvir Muriqi, now 24-1 with 14 knockouts. 6 knockdowns in 3 rounds. That opens up Tuesday Night Fights. Stay with us for more.